All right, finally tonight, some perspective, some scary numbers coming from a new poll showing a fairly large majority of Americans favor the Democrats' new $3.5 trillion human infrastructure spending bill. Does that blow you away or what? 56%, according to a Fox poll, support the bill. 38% oppose it. We spent a lot of time on this show deconstructing this bill, which is essentially a massive expansion of government, socializing community college, child care, and elderly care, as well as pumping huge amounts of money toward climate change, which is just going to enrich a lot of people that are in that industry, to be honest. If this poll is accurate, then most Americans are ready for government to be in control of a lot more of our lives, and that is horrifying to people like myself and most conservatives. COVID is likely the reason for this. The pandemic, of course, the greatest thing to ever happen to American liberalism, truly a gift to the left. And as it continues to drag on, it will continue to pull more Americans toward dependency on government and away from self-reliance. We are in the process of creating a much larger welfare class in this country and incorporating a lot of people into some kind of welfare. Democrats working hard to expand dependency. Recently, Democrats started sending out child tax credit checks to families, some of whom are making as much as $400,000 per year as a household. People who never get anything from the government except a tax bill suddenly are getting checks saying, what the hell is this? $300? Great. This is intentional. Democrats are changing the game, and they're spending money that we don't have to do it. They are handing out free money and just dumping it on the credit card of the United States, hoping that the worker bees in this country, who mostly want lower taxes and less government, might suddenly say, well, these checks are nice, and they're not raising my taxes to do it. So let's just keep voting Democrat. They're going to keep handing me money and not raising my taxes. Why wouldn't I vote for these people? The problem is it's all an illusion. It's not sustainable. The country has a standard of living that it cannot afford. We live so far above our means, it is horrifying. We are spending far more than we bring in every year. The government knows that. And in reality, if we actually had to stop and live within our means, boy, wouldn't that be the reality check this country needs? Wouldn't that tell us everything if we had to cut this government in half? Sounds nice to me. But when all that matters is power, be sure of this: politicians will gladly bring this country to the absolute brink of financial ruin in order to gain control, the control that they so desperately need.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.